I'm Alice. Yeah, I work at the community farm in Somerset, and I run Grow and Make, which is a gardening for wellbeing project. So the fact that nature is good for your well-being isn't a new idea, it's ancient knowledge. And in modern times, we've become quite separated in some ways to nature, living in cities and in boxes. But when we get into nature, I'm sure everyone's familiar with how it makes you feel good, but it's also proven to have a positive impact on our physical, emotional, and mental health. And so connecting with gardening and how you're feeling is a really great way that you can contribute to your own well-being. Okay, we're just going to start today connecting with our breath. So if you want to get comfortable in your seat, and you might want to look out a window, or you might just want to soften your gaze, or even close your eyes. And just bring your awareness and attention into your body. And just notice the contact between your body and the seat, and your feet with the floor. And just feel yourself being held by the ground. And just start to focus on your breath. You might want to take a changing breath, so just a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out, completely emptying your lungs. And then just letting your breath return to its normal rhythm. And just noticing the air coming in your nose and filling up your lungs. Just noticing how the air is cold when it comes in and warm when it leaves. And noticing your chest rising and falling. And just connecting with this natural rhythm of your body. And if thoughts come into your mind, just notice them and allow them to go. And bring your focus back to your breath. And when you're ready, just noticing the contact between your body and the chair again. And becoming aware of the space around you. And maybe opening your eyes and coming back in the room. Maybe having a stretch.
Thank you, Alice. My name's Sophia, and I'm going to show you how to plant some seeds today. I'm going to show you how to plant some runner bean, a pumpkin, and some tomato seeds. The first thing I'm going to plant is a runner bean. So, I like to plant runner beans in a 9 centimetre pot. So I'm going to take some peat-free compost and fill it about 3/4 of the way full. I'm going to gently tap it down. I'm going to put one bean in the centre, and then I'm going to cover it with about 2 centimetres of compost. I'm going to give it a little shake and gently pat it down. And this compost is already damp, but I'll still give it a little water afterwards. So that is the bean planted. It's a good idea to put a label on it telling you yourself what kind of bean it is and what day you planted it. So here's a bean that I planted about a month ago, and you can see that it's got 2 good leaves and that the bean's split in half and the plant's growing up through the stem. Okay, now I'm going to show you how to sow a pumpkin seed. So it's really similar. Put about 3/4 of the pot with compost, gently tap it down, and then for a pumpkin seed or a courgette or a squash or a cucumber, the seed's flat and you have to put it in on its edge. And that's to prevent it from rotting in the pot. So I'm going to gently cover it with compost, pat it down, and then again that's ready for a label with the date and the type of pumpkin that it is. And I've got another one to show you that was planted about a month ago. So this is a pumpkin that I sowed again about a month ago, and it's a rocket F1 pumpkin, and in a few weeks it'll be big enough to pot on into the next size pot. So next I'm going to show you how to sow tomato seeds. So for tomato seeds, they're much smaller, so generally you'll sow them in a seed tray, and today I'm just using an old food carton, but you can use a plastic tray. So I'm going to fill it about 2/3 of the way with compost, gently pat it down, and then I'm going to lightly sprinkle the tomato seeds over the surface. I'm going to try not to get them too close together. So I'm just going to sprinkle a really thin layer of compost over the top of those seeds, gently pat it down, then I'll give them a water and store them on a warm sunny windowsill, and after about 7 to 14 days you should see little seedlings emerge. When each seedling is approximately 10 centimetres tall, you pot it on into a bigger pot so that it's got more space to grow. So these were planted about 6 weeks ago, and they're now quite strong plants, almost ready to be planted into the greenhouse or when the frost's over out into the ground. So I hope that's been helpful. A short video on how to plant tomatoes, pumpkins and runner beans. Bye.